it was so different than everything else I had made because it was actually sad. It was slow, it was sad, it was emotional.
What up, fam? The heat is about to get turned up following straight-up murder confession from R&B star David, who was being filmed. We're talking about him admitting to killing a 15-year-old Celeste Rivas found dead in his Tesla. What's worse, his entire team knew about it. Let me break down this wild situation that's got the music world shook. David's leaked confession audio exposes murder details. She was only 15, yet David believed she was the best girl for him. Yo, fam, that's a video of an outing showing David and the deceased 15-year-old who was allegedly offed by the singer. But first, let's dive straight into the most damning evidence that's got the whole internet convinced David is guilty as charged. The leaked unreleased demo track titled Celeste emerged online on September 17, 2025, the same day Celeste Rivas Hernandez's remains were officially identified. This ain't no regular song. This is a 2-minute and 47-second confession wrapped in an R&B ballad that's got people saying this cat literally sang about the murder before anyone knew about it. The track itself is haunting, produced with that signature lo-fi style David's known for, but the lyrics are what's sending chills down everyone's 23 sessions. With file metadata indicating it was recorded in December 2023 at a Hollywood home studio. That's 4 months before Celeste disappeared, which makes this whole situation even more twisted. The most chilling part of this leaked track comes in the bridge, where David explicitly names Celeste and describes details that match up perfectly with the crime scene. He sings, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." But it gets worse. He continues with, "Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress because," and then the track just cuts to an instrumental solo like he realized he said too much. The tattoo on her chest line loosely matches Rivas's finger tattoo that says shh, which David got an identical version of in September 2024. The "smell her on my clothes like cigarettes" line is what really has people spooked, because that's exactly what employees at the tow yard described: a foul, rotting smell coming from the Tesla that had been sitting there for months.
According to TMZ, just last night, the office listed the victim's gender as female, a height of about 5'1" and 71 pounds. This person has wavy black hair, and she apparently has a tattoo on her right index finger that reads shh. Apparently, she had been wearing a tube top, black leggings, had a metal stud earring, and a metal chain bracelet in the shape of a W. According to TMZ, though, to be more specific here, there is no definitive conclusion as to age, gender, or cause of death.
The leak debuted on Xbyte at Dazed coverage via a Dropbox source file allegedly shared with the producer in January 2024. Within hours, the post exploded to over 700 likes and then spread like wildfire across TikTok, YouTube, and SoundCloud. By September 18th, it had racked up over 1.5 million streams across platforms, often captioned as David's murder ballad. But the leaked song is just the tip of the iceberg. The Discord messages and alleged call transcripts that surfaced are what really paint the picture of someone coordinating a cover-up. Around 8-10 screenshots from David's fan Discord server, David's Petals, have been circulating, dating from March to August 2024. These messages allegedly showed David coordinating the disposal of Celeste's body and bragging about silencing her permanently. The most damaging screenshot comes from April 10th, 2024, just days after Celeste disappeared. In a private group chat, David allegedly wrote, "Celeste flipped out last night, had to calm her permanent, wrapped her tight in the front, plastic from Amazon, park it in Hollywood Hills, let it sit till towed, no tickets on it yet." When someone in the chat responds, "Body disposal, risky AF," David allegedly replies, "Tour alibi covers me, send $1,000 each for silence. She's gone quiet forever now," like the song. The phrase "wrapped her tight in the front" is chilling because that's exactly how Celeste's body was found, dismembered and packed tightly in a black duffel bag in the Tesla's front trunk, wrapped in plastic. The "quiet forever" line is being interpreted as David bragging about the murder, especially since it echoes lyrics from his hit song Romantic Homicide. Even more disturbing are the leaked call transcripts that allegedly showed David coordinating the disposal plan. A transcript from April 11th, 2024 shows a 28-minute call where David allegedly said, "Yo, Celeste wouldn't stop texting threats. Had to end it quick. Chokehold in the car. Now she's packed. Smells already. Drive the Tesla to Hills tomorrow. Leave keys under mat. Tow yard handles the rest. Body rots quiet." The chokehold detail is significant because the cause of death is still pending autopsy, but strangulation is being considered based on the condition of the remains. The plan to abandon the car in Hollywood Hills is exactly what happened. The Tesla was found there after being towed for unpaid tickets. But David wasn't done allegedly bragging about his crimes. A transcript from July 15th, 2024 shows him saying, "Lol, she silenced eternal. Trunk tomb, no traces. Brag to the song, but fans too dumb. Paid y'all to forget, now it's my best plot twist. The trunk tomb phrase and brag to the song reference show someone who's not just a killer, but someone who's proud of what he did. The evidence also shows a pattern of paying hush money to keep people quiet. Screenshots show David sent over $8,000 to various fans and associates through Venmo and Cash App with notes like, "For the Celeste thing, stay silent, and if cops ask, you never met her. I made it look like she ran away." David's representatives have called these leaks malicious edits designed to smear an innocent artist, but the LAPD hasn't dismissed them either.
But authorities are treating this as a death investigation. A spokesperson for the singer, whose real name, by the way, is David Anthony Burke, said in a statement to NBC News that he, quote, has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating with the authorities. Now, we're going to talk about potential legal consequences here, but I have to say the singer may already be feeling the economic consequences.
The problem for David is that too many details in these alleged leaks match up perfectly with what investigators found. The timing, the location, the method of disposal, even the way the body was wrapped. It's all there in these messages and calls. What makes this whole situation even more twisted is that David apparently thought he was smart enough to use his tour as an alibi. He was performing in different cities when the body was discovered, thinking that would clear him. But these leaks suggest he planned the whole thing months in advance, using his tour schedule to create distance from the crime scene while the body decomposed in his abandoned Tesla. The arrogance of allegedly bragging about it in Discord chats and immortalizing it in a song viral. The moment these leaks hit the internet, all hell broke loose. Hashtags like #D4vd leaks and #Justice4Celeste generated over 1.2 billion views on X and TikTok by September 18th, 2025. The public reaction was swift and brutal, with fans feeling completely betrayed by someone they thought was a wholesome young artist. The outrage was immediate and intense. X user at Craving Not Crush didn't hold evidence today makes me so sick. I pray for her family, and I pray Celeste gets her justice. David is a sick who needs to be put down. This sentiment was echoed across thousands of posts, with former fans expressing shock and disgust. At Lazur laid out the timeline that has convinced most people of David's guilt. All roads point to David grooming Celeste online for however long, then kidnapping her at 13, then killing her at 15. Adding insult to injury, he was making music about killing her and leaving her body in the trunk. Her body was found in a trunk. He did that and gloated. The connection between the song lyrics and the actual crime scene discovery is what's driving much of the public conviction. The betrayal from fans was particularly painful to watch unfold online. At it, Savinel expressed what many were feeling. "I don't know if David was a murderer, but he was definitely an ephebophile. He knew the victim at 12, and they started dating when she was 13 and he was 17. Now he's 20, and his 14-year-old victim has been found dead. The leaked song, disgusting. R.I.P. Celeste Rivas." The grooming allegations combined with the murder accusations created a perfect storm of public outrage. A TikToker claimed via a clip that the Discord leaks prove he was texting her at 12, but not everyone was ready to convict David based on leaked screenshots and alleged audio recordings. Some fans tried to defend him, though their voices were quickly drowned out by the mob. At Cesar Louvre's attempted damage control. "Please shut the up one. Nothing is confirmed yet, so before you start spreading rumors, please do your research. If worst happens and David is found guilty for anything, I will immediately change the whole purpose of this account. I don't support anything like that." The skeptics pointed to David's alibi and questioned the authenticity of the leaks. At @TyTheCreator_R noted, "From the whole article, David is on tour on end, so it's giving somebody set him up or other scenario." This became the foundation of the framed theory that some supporters clung to. Streams of romantic homicide initially dropped 40% as boycott spread, but then surged 300% as people analyzed the lyrics for clues. This murder bump phenomenon showed how controversy can perversely boost engagement, even when people are horrified by what they're consuming. The leaked Celeste track became a viral sensation in the most disturbing way possible. TikTok videos syncing the leaked lyrics with news footage of the Tesla discovery hit 50 million views. The bridge where David sings about Celeste being wrapped up tight while her actual body was found wrapped in plastic created one of the most chilling viral moments in social media history. As for David's reaction to the murder allegations, he's been notably silent on social media. His last X post was on September 10th, just a tour promo, and he hasn't directly addressed any of the allegations. Instead, his team has been doing the talking through carefully crafted statements to media outlets. TMZ reported about their encounter with Celeste's mom via a tipster.
"We got in touch with Celeste's mother, and the mother told us, because what the police had come out with was that the girl had a tattoo on her right index finger that said
Even before they could identify
find out her name, they obviously had the body parts and they released some information. And it was on her index finger. It said SHHH with 3 dots or 4 dots, and that's all we knew. The mother told us that my daughter had a tattoo on her right index finger that said the same thing, and that the tattoo, she told us, in fact, Anakin, she only spoke Spanish, so Anakin spoke to her.
NBC News got a slightly more detailed response. Stated by the tragedy, these rumors are coincidental art twisted into lies, praying for Celeste's family. The phrase coincidental art was particularly tone deaf given the specific details in the leaked songs and messages. The most telling reaction were the allegations coincidental art twisted into lies, but the court of public opinion has already reached its verdict, and the leaked evidence continues to circulate online like a digital scarlet letter. As of September 18th, 2025, David has not been formally charged, but he remains a person of interest in an active homicide investigation. The LAPD is analyzing DNA evidence, phone records, and Tesla GPS data, while the world watches and waits for justice for Celeste. Through conversation about how easily fame can be weaponized against vulnerable young fans. That's all for now.